Hello, welcome to the Absolute Tarot channel. I'm CaraSeen, and today we're looking at the best questions to ask your tarot cards, the ultimate list for an accurate reading. So before you go to your tarot reader, write down a few questions, because sometimes I get there and I'm like, oh, it's happened to me, right? Just before I was a tarot reader and understood that it's kind of get some questions written down, and you kind of stuck there and they're waiting and you're writing down these questions and you're trying to figure out what to ask, and then like it's good to actually make a little list, have some focus, have some ideas, and really do some preliminary like self-discovery questions as well that you can write down. So before you have your tarot reading, you may want to ask yourself some like general self-discovery questions. Self-discovery questions can help you clarify what's important to you right now, as then you can decide on specific questions to ask the tarot cards. We'll get into a bunch of specific questions and tarot cards in just a minute. And we're going to look at the best questions to ask tarot cards. Of course, we're going to ask the best questions for love, the tarot questions about friends and family, career, money, finances, health. That's a kind of a taboo topic. Usually you shouldn't ask any health questions to a tarot reader, as well as death questions. But we're going to give you some ideas on how to rock those questions for you in a more of a strategic way. And if your tarot cards are leaving you feeling confused, or if you have a negative reading, we're also going to have a little bonus at the end on what you could do about that. All right. So let's get started and let's have some fun. So what I've done for you, I went online and I looked up articles and ideas and different things I could find out for like an ultimate list for the most accurate reading. And I found this one article by Dream-Journal. I'm going to put the link below is where I got the inspiration for this. That's where the monetization is turned off. I just want to use their inspiration as inspiration for this video because it is phenomenal. So republishing, giving credit, not taking any copyright whatsoever. Alrighty, are you ready? You got your journal? You got a pen? I got my sparkly pen with a, it's not a unicorn, it's a dolphin. But we're ready. We're going to look at the best questions to ask tarot cards, but before we can do that, we have to look at some self-discovery questions. So I was saying earlier, we need to look at these questions to, again, to help clarify what is most important to you now. Is really finding about the energy or the feelings of your ex who cheated on you important? No, it is not important to your well-being, your vibration, your mental health, your energy level. It's just going to lower your vibe and waste your time and waste your money. So, and the tarot reader will read that for you and they'll comply. But you know what? Is it really in your best interest? So we're going to look at some very, very cool questions for you. So some examples are, should I focus on my tarot reading, health, finances, relationship, or something else? What is most important out of those things? Or what is bothering you in your most in your life right now? How do you see your own future? What you need to work on for the most of your growth, development, and happiness. Once you feel like you have some focus, check out some very specific tarot questions, which we're going to go over, and we're going to get the most accurate reading for you. So the best questions to ask tarot cards is the tarot questions about yourself, actually, which is very, very cool. What I need to focus on for my personal growth and development. How can I grow spiritually? That one is awesome. How can I set myself up to be my happiest and best self? What is my true personality like? Is there anything I need to heal from, forgive, or move forward from? Looking into the future now, what kind of life should I try to create? What is holding me back, and what are my limited thoughts? Anything hidden in my life that I need to focus on and change? Who am I? My core? Am I headed in the right direction? Will there be a year from now? What will I be doing in the coming months? There's also, what could the coming months bring to me? What kind of living environment should I seek to be the happiest? Why do I never feel satisfied or happy or love or calm? Why do I never feel happy? Why do I never feel love? Why do I never feel balanced? What are my hidden fears? What are my hidden hopes? What are my hidden dreams? What kind of person, or how can I be the person I want to be? That one's a great one, sorry. What mistakes am I making in life? And what should I focus on in my life to be happiest? These are all fantastic self questions too that you can ask your reader. Now, tarot questions about love. Love this part. So some of the questions about love. Now, instead of asking again about that abusive ex that cheated on you, do they still like you? What are their feelings? Unless you're really sincerely worried about them stalking you or having a hard time or following you or showing up on your door again, and you're sincerely stressed or worried about this, then I would ask about it. Other than that, who cares if they still love you? Because you don't want that in your life. It lowered your vibration. So we're going to look at some beautiful questions that are going to suit your needs here. Now, I get a lot of questions about exes, so that's why I kind of stumbled on that for a little while. I want you to focus on the person that is in your life right now. I want to focus on, you focused on yourself now. Now I want you to focus on what you want to draw into your life. What you need to balance you out, not what you need to change, not what you need to fix, not what you need to like super duper compensate and compromise yourself. But let's ask some beautiful romantic love questions that are going to be really rewarding for you to get answers from. Am I destined to fall in love and or be married? Am I destined to be married? What do I need to heal from to have a happy relationship? And it's true, when we can close some of those doors, we're opening up so many more. How can I attract the right partner? Ooh, that's a very good one. What qualities do I need in a romantic partner? Why love has failed me in the past? What mistakes did I make? What did I do wrong? And that's fine to find out, because maybe you're a little chatty Cathy too much. Maybe you talked about your ex too much. Maybe you thought you were being open, but it upset them and made them feel insecure. What does my crush feel about me? Ooh, I like that one. What's holding me back from love? Why haven't I found love? What kind of people am I destined to meet romantically? Fantastic question. How can I strengthen my relationship? What is currently hidden to me about my partner? Oh, what do I attract the same, or why do I attract the same partner? Oh, guilty. Can I trust my partner? And what do I need to know about attracting love? Oh, these are all amazing questions. Now, if we're asking about friends and family, not that ex, we don't need to ask about the ex. We're going to ask about friends. We're going to ask family. We're going to ask about the people that we care about in our lives because we're excited about them and concerned for them. Now, this is some really cool questions that you can ask them. How can I be a better friend or family member? What do I need to work on? What do I need to work on about myself to better these relationships? Am I destined to have children? Why do I attract certain people or personality types? I attract Geminis. I don't really get along with a lot of them. To date a Gemini, I can't date one. But yet I have 3 best friends. one in Texas, one girl in Edmonton, and one male here in Edmonton, and they're all Geminis. One's a Gemini moon, but the rest are full on Geminis. But I love them as friends. But why do I keep attracting them as a mate? It's just some beneath me. So I can feel you there. Why do I tend to have the same problems with people? Sometimes you're thinking it's these person's fault, but you're the only common denominator. So let's kind of look at it. If you're willing to ask that question, kudos for you and snaps, man, because that's a hard question. That's seeking some shadow self work. And I think that's a fantastic question to do, and I don't think a lot of people have the guts to do that question. So I challenge some of you actually to ask me that question. Why do I attract certain personality types, and why do I tend to have the same problems with people? How can I attract more friends? Another great question. Why do I need to heal or forgive in my relationships? Ooh, that'll be a good question for me. What is my support network like? How do others see me? Love that question. I love doing readings for that question. How do my friendships fall apart? How can I meet new people? How can I cope with family problems? What boundaries do I need in my relationships? And what do I need to know about this situation in my relationship? How can I manifest the relationship I need, including having a great friend in your life, having a best friend in your life, and certain types of best friends. I have a few of them. I got 4 best friends, and they all fit me in different ways, and they all help me out in different ways, and they all complement, that's the word I'm looking for, in different ways. So manifesting the right relationship that you need and the right people in your life is very important. And why am I alone? Is this a bad thing? And I'm going to say heck no. But we're going to look at some more questions here too. So tarot questions about career now. Tarot questions about career. What kind of career would fulfill me? What are my natural skills and talents? Am I headed in the right direction with my career path? Fantastic question. How can I be happy at my job? Do I need to switch jobs, and which direction should I take? Should I start my own business? Anything blocking me from being successful? What do I need to know about a situation at work? What mistakes am I making in my career? How can I pivot in my current career situation? What is blocking me from career success? So instead of just asking like, when's money coming in? Sometimes we need to find out what is blocking you. Really significant questions that are going to help bring out the answers that you desire and need to hear. Now we have tarot questions about money and finance. It's a little bit different than career. So again, we're focusing the questions. We're guiding the questions how we want to get to the very specific answers that we need. Now let's ask very specific questions. How can I earn more money? How can I manifest my dream home or car, wardrobe, etc.? Anything you would like there. How do I keep making poor financial decisions? What are my money blocks? What is my money mindset, and where does it come from? Why does money seem to be a problem for me? How can I move beyond my money problems? What are some of the ways I can improve my relationship with money? How should I invest? Anything to watch out for could negatively affect my situation. So those are some great questions for money and finances. Now we're going to look at health questions. Now remember, if you look at a link to one of my previous what not to ask tarot cards, I actually covered health was one of the questions. So I have a link right above here that will direct you to that video. Now we're going to look at some questions to ask about health. Now if you look up in the link I actually have below, I'm going to put it down in my description down below too, of questions and what not to ask the tarot cards. One of them I did cover, it was about health. So these questions are a way that you can ask health in a different way that is not like, will I make it through my surgery? Questions like that, a lot of tarot card readers do not want to be held responsible. We are not doctors and we don't want to get sued. So you don't want to be held responsible for anything like that. This is kind of a rough topic for me. So I'm one of those readers that don't read about health. So these are some questions I found on the internet that will help you out. So a general is, how is my health right now? Another one is, how can I improve my health? What do I need to look for or be mindful of to stay healthy? How can I best support my health? How can I cope with my mental health triggers? Very cool question. Here are some what are some ways I can heal my body? I got angel cards that can answer that question. Oh, how can I heal my mind? Who can help me on my health journey? What do I need to focus on to care for myself? How can I forgive myself or love myself more? What do I need to do to reduce stress? Where does my anxiety stem from? Hopefully these specific tarot questions will help guide you when you wonder what very specific questions to ask the tarot cards. So I hope a lot of those questions will help you narrow down your journey to find out the answers that you seek. Now, if you stay to the end of this video, I have 2 bonus things we're going to rock through here. Now, what to do if your tarot card reading leaves you feeling confused. You're like, I don't get it. Did I miss something? Did they miss something? Did they not explain it to me right? Did I not hear it right? You know, you're likely left confused sometimes by a tarot reading. It's happened to me, and it happens all the time. It's not likely that you've done anything wrong or you've heard something wrong. Don't be afraid to ask your tarot reader for clarification during your reading. They are here to help you, guide you, sometimes advise you, and give you as accurate reading as possible. So if you're reading your own tarot cards, your own cards, and you're left feeling confused, then ask the cards themselves for clarification. Say out loud or in your mind, I don't understand. Can you please clarify? Then go ahead and pull 1 to 3 more cards and read it off from there. And that usually helps. Sometimes I'm shuffling and I ask for clarity. I ask for advice or I ask for focus. If you're still lost after the reading, then let the question go. Sometimes the future can simply not be known, or the future is so surprising that the cards cannot be made of sense at this point in time. You will have a aha moment, sometimes a week, a couple weeks away, sometimes it's a couple months, but you're likely to understand the meaning of the reading in time. So it will happen. A friend of mine had a reading. She actually contacted a couple reader friends of hers and asked clarification on what she was actually kind of spooked by this reader, and didn't understand what was going on and thought she was reading for the wrong person and wasted her time. She was pretty upset. It's her money too she had spent. She didn't find out till, I think it was 2 weeks later, she wound up calling us back and going, oh my gosh, everything about this reader came true. But she was talking about another person. So it was, I guess the reader just missed it by one person, but everything had come true. So sometimes you just got to wait a little time if things don't make sense right away. And that's what's really great about either recording a reading, taping a reading, digital recording a reading, or write down, jot your notes and date it. And then you can come back to it. Sometimes it could take up to a year to fully inspire, depending on how the reader reads into things. Now, what to do if you have a negative tarot card reading? You're not completely satisfied, or that was like, ooh, you had some, if they're a good reader, they're going to read accurately, truthfully, and straightforwardly. And sometimes you don't like what you want to hear. So if you got bad news kind of reading, then don't worry. I don't want you to freak out. First, I want you to look at the deeper meaning and accuracy within the cards. Don't assume the death card means actual death, for example. The death card actually is new beginnings. It's a transition. It's transformation. It's a rebirth. It's quite exciting. Now, second, know that timelines are always shifting. Nothing is set in stone, and free will is cosmic law. So things can change. If you don't like that, I tell my clients that if you don't like what I just, because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'll see it in the car, and I have no way else I could rock the reading and steer the reading. Sometimes there's just no positive light to shine on what, like, they need to hear this, and we have to read it as is. But I let them know that now that you heard this, now that you're aware of this, you can stop this. If you don't want that person come knocking on your door, you can set things in motion to prevent that from happening now. So you have free will to change. Lastly, take precautions as per the cards, because often when the cards are alerting you, you can be avoided or minimized once you have a conscious knowledge of the situation. And that's what I was just saying there too. Like, once you have an idea it's coming, you can stop it. Do remember that the information from the tarot cards come from your own subconscious wisdom as well. So from the tarot cards' wisdom, from their experiences, they're going to interpret things coming in. Some hear sounds, some psychic tarot readers hear sounds, auditory. They'll see pictures in their head, and they have to translate them, but they have to translate them through their experiences. Now, a tarot reading can be formed by anyone, and many psychics can offer good advice, but you already knew on some level you are the ultimate guru of your own life as well. So on some level you already know that that was the answer, whether you like to hear it or not. So sometimes we got to take the good with the bad, and we're not always going to get the most amazing reading, but we're going to get the reading. If you have a good reader, you're going to get the reading that you need to hear. At first it's going to be like, ouch, but then it's going to be like, I understand, and that really actually did resonate. And you can make changes again, free will. So I hope you enjoyed the negative tarot reading, ideas, how to deal with that. If you're left feeling confused, your career, your money, your finances, your self-discovery, your love questions. We covered many, many, many things here today. And I hope your experiences with your tarot readers are just as fun and exciting as I have experiences with my customers and my clients. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to hang out with you today. Throw me down a little like up and ring that bell and let me know that you're there. If you have any questions that I missed that you thought that would be really, really cool that I can add to my list, please throw me down in the comments below. Throw me down in the comments below also where you're from. I love hearing where everyone is from. Greetings from Canada, and have a kick-ass day.